hello to Mark Maxwell from KSDK.
Hey, Mark, I got to ask you, why all the hate for people who like free speech on Twitter? What's going on with that?
I don't understand your reference. What are you referring to?
When you said you called proponents, people who liked Elon Musk buying the site Twitter, a bunch of bootlickers. This was on March 6th. I'm looking at it right here. It seems kind of
I was
vitriolic.
To in my,
There's Josh Hawley there going after a reporter, journalist down in St. Louis, and he has issues with his tweets. You know, this is actually for real. I'm not sure what they were supposed to be discussing, but it was grievance time for Hawley. This is what angered him so much. Mark Maxwell is the man he was speaking to. He says, does anyone still think Elon buying this site and firing all the experts was a good idea? It's been a while since I've seen any of his bootlickers brag on how efficient the site is now that Sir Galaxy Brain is in charge. Maybe the fact that he had 118,000 views on that he's upset. Or maybe he just wants to stand for Elon Musk. So it got him so mad that he went after Maxwell in this call. I give with others on it, and he continued his grilling. Let's let him continue.
Yeah, I suppose it was. That was a moment of frustration when the site went down, and there were a lot of folks in my mentions who have quite a cultish adoration for him.
But bootlickers?
Going to bat, defending him and at every turn, even when he was banning journalists from the site for no apparent reason from Mr. Musk. So that
really?
Was
It's been a while since I've seen bootlickers, brag on it. You also said that you didn't necessarily do any of this sober. I never said I was sober, you said. I hope you do our interview sober.
I try to. And that was,
I hope you're sober now. I mean, oh, wow.
Let's get a little better with the insults, but still, even mentioning sarcastic responses to people who were trolling him online by saying, maybe I'm sober here. So it's extended on why is he so focused on trying to make sure that he's openly trying to make this particular reporter look bad? Is it go stretch further than just the Elon Musk stuff? Is he trying to make sure he keeps other journalists in check? Or is it just more of the same stuff? He wasn't done. He likes to continue to berate this whole thing. He must have been on a mission this day. There's more.
What's this part about not interrupting a worshiper during their daily prayers to Lord Elon? You posted that too. That's something. It's quite a rant. It's quite a little rant.
I refer to it as satire. I hope most people could read into
satire. Really?
Yeah, I think that's protection under the First Amendment, is it not?
Oh, well, I don't think you should go to jail for it. I'll admit that. I think we can all agree on that, but I don't know. I mean, referring to people you don't like as bootlickers. I mean, you don't do opinion journalism, do you? I mean, I don't know. You say what you want.
I wouldn't call the tweet an act of journalism. It was
but you're a journalist on a public forum. This is this is a public platform. I thought you've got a picture of yourself at work on your Twitter profile, right? Isn't that you at KSTK?
So he has an issue with him on the public platform saying things that he feels like saying because he's a journalist. Even the terms bootlickers and all those types of things. When talking about Elon Musk and his millions of followers. I wonder if he has an issue with Donald Trump and the names that he calls people. I feel like he supported that guy or any other politician that calls other folks names, all in the name of winning office. Or lastly, is he trying to then call out this particular reporter because he's seen I guess the next favorite Republican, Ron DeSantis, pull this off with an Axios reporter. Because as he pointed out, the Axios reporter said, this is propaganda, not a press release in response to Ron DeSantis's release that he then put out. And of course, quickly after that, he was fired. And he says this, some personal news, I made crepes this morning for the first time in years, strawberry compote and whipped cream. I don't know foods. They were delicious. And that's in response to the news story of him then being fired for apparently offending Ron DeSantis. I feel like Josh Hawley's like, that's a good ploy. Let's go for it here too. Is it gonna work, Miranda?
Well, I don't think he's quite got Ron DeSantis status. So hopefully it doesn't work out because if journalists keep getting fired over tweets about calling people who are acting like bootlickers, then we are in for a troubling future. My other thought is, what did we all do in a past life to be condemned to live in this clown show circus timeline where our elected officials spend their time doing stuff like this instead of actually partaking in efforts to do anything to help the American people. This is what they focus on. This isn't like a side thing. This is what people like this representative focus on. And I think that's one of the most frustrating things for me about this story. It's not the argument itself about, oh, should he have called them bootlickers? Are they bootlickers? Although I have to say, nothing says, it doesn't bother me like spending a whole segment defending it about they're not bootlickers and I'm not either. But this is what they spend their time doing. And it's very juvenile and it's very high school and it's very frustrating because this is one of the reasons nothing gets done.
People who voted for these folks, ask yourself again, how much is he talking about the inflation that he was running on? How much is he talking about education, wages, the economy? And as they say, parental rights. What are they doing about all those things that they campaigned on? They said they had the red wave coming for. They're not talking about those things. They suckered you, and now they're in office, and now it's all grievance fest time for the sole purpose of getting back in office. It's a never-ending cycle. If you start paying attention, maybe you'll be represented.